everybody. All right, so I'm going to make this video to talk about 5D reality. So we live in a 3D reality, right? And that's what we call it. We call it a three-dimensional reality. You put on your glasses and then you can see. And it's cooler than anything you could see in 2D. All right, so I actually have this weird issue with calling our reality 3D or calling any reality by a number. Because I feel as human beings, we really want to associate with a number we can relate to, but we have to realize we live in an infinite universe. And what is infinite? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is it 8 billion? Is it even numbers bigger than the words we have to define them? So when I think of a reality, I think of what is love and what is not the feeling of love. My spirit guides are talking to me about this and about human perception, and they're encouraging me to align with 3D and 5D so we can share wisdom related to this. Okay, so let me just see. I'm just going to share as my spirit guides inspire. So we'll just see what comes related to the subject matter, okay? So, all right. So I actually made a video about an experience that I had at McDonald's with my kids at the play center. And we were eating Happy Meals and ice cream and all of that. And I had a real life 5D experience. And I'll tell you about it briefly. And then we'll talk a little bit more. So just to summarize that video, I made it a while ago. And you'll see I'm a little nervous and shyer. And so I tried to explain my experience as best as I could. Basically, I was sitting there having a very normal McDonald's experience, watching the other adult parents on their cell phones while kids are being chaotic in there, doing what kids do. And as I was sitting there just observing everything, I started noticing that I was getting oddly happy, almost like it wasn't normal. And I just wanted to just start laughing hysterically because the longer I sat there and observed and nothing was out of the ordinary, it was like my head became a balloon that was just drifting up higher and higher and higher. And the higher I got, the happier I felt. And it just was so, it was like I was hallucinating. Nothing could be this happy. Nothing could be this loving. And I literally felt so happy and so loving I could go and give everybody a hug that was there and just say, I love you. I don't know you. I don't know what you're about, but I am so happy to see you. I'm so glad you're a part of this world with me. I'm just so thankful you're here. And that's what the whole experience was. It lasted about 10 minutes and it lasted long enough where I was almost too overwhelmed by it. Like, is it gonna stay this happy or am I ever gonna go back to normal? Because I'm kind of freaking out. I've been too happy for 10 minutes. This isn't right. You want to stay that happy, but it's unusual. It's not something we're used to experiencing. So as I came back down from it, it was like, phew. Okay, so I'm actually okay. Everything feels normal again. We aren't interacting with each other. Everybody has their own kids, and we're not in the oneness with each other. We're all separate. We're all individuals, and life is back to normal again. So that is the difference. You have an experience where you feel in oneness with everybody around you. And in that state of oneness, you are thankful for every single person. You don't feel like their kids are just their kids. You feel like their kids are your kids. Their heart, their soul, their expression, their meaning, their pain and suffering is also a part of the joy and thankfulness and feeling of blessing that you have, that they're a part of the world, that they're a part of the experience of the oneness, that they're sharing the gift of their experience with your soul. Even though that they're an individual, unique fragment of the whole, they're having a unique experience, but you're so thankful for them. You don't even know who they are. Like, everything just feels so like such a blessing, so phenomenal, so fantastic, so horrendous, and so loving, so amazing. It's not right. It's so right, it's almost not right, because it's just unlike anything you feel naturally, right? So I have had a legit 5D experience that lasted 10 minutes. I have not been able to experience that since then. My spirit guides are asking if I know when this happened. I don't think it happened in 2016. I think it happened in 2015. I have to find the YouTube video in order to discover when it actually took place. I remember the experience, just feeling so happy as I was. And just feeling so so unreal in that way, that I could just love everybody so sincerely and actually feel in oneness, all of our hearts beating as one, even though we are all so separate. It was extraordinary. So I'm asking my spirit guides what other wisdom we should share on this for people. They're talking about the energy hitting the planet right now and how some of us are feeling really jumbled about it, emotionally distraught about it. I included. I have been feeling really emotionally overwhelmed. It's just a sensitivity to energy shifts, and sometimes they're almost contaminating for me because of my sensitivity. It's just overwhelming. It is energy inspiring people to look, to open their eyes and see, to inspire people to feel something and choose to change the pathway in order to create reflections of love, more and more reflections of love on the planet. How do we transform a consciousness? One consciousness that is split up into 8 billion fragments. How do you transform it? We have to keep trying. We have to keep trying to inspire love and actions of love and thoughts of love, commercials of love, posters of love, whatever we can do to keep manipulating the manipulation. The manipulation that wants us to see things are the way they've always been, that there's people use the term duality a lot, and I try to use terms that we can all relate to. So instead of saying duality, I'm just going to showcase it as some of us really relate to a society that is built on progress, which is to destroy the planet in order to create more goods and more to help the economy. How do you create a thriving economy? You need more products. And how do you get more products? You have to destroy more of the planet. And so how do we keep filling our stores and our shelves and create a financial gain? Unless we take more from the earth, take more from each other, take more of each other's time. We have to have human beings working the system, and we're all stressed out, we're all miserable, yet we are all still a part of this big turning wheel, right? So you have some of us still leading the pack, and these pack leaders are the ones that are really inspiring the continuation of a sort of an old system for productivity, an old system for a financial system where some of us have a lot of money and a lot of us are struggling each and every day, and we're struggling in order to attain the things that people with a lot of money can have very simply. And so now we have two different spectrums of experience. One is, I got all of my needs taken care of, and you need to keep working to keep fueling my needs. I don't have to worry about money. I'm just here to ensure the economy keeps running and that you are doing your job to help me make more money. I mean, it's just a really, really weird thing going on. So what is a system now where we are all in oneness? How do you have human beings who have all the money? How do they become inspired to see the value of taking care of human beings who have very little? See the value of saying, you know what, I actually just want to see balance across the globe. Balance for human beings to have their needs met. It doesn't mean that you have to have lots of cars, and it means that it has a meaning that I'm just trying to create the right language here. Right language that creates the right meaning for me, because I just want to see human beings just seeing other human beings, and that what we see as a financial property or what makes a person good or what makes a person bad is not what we see. All we see is another human being with a heart, and that heart that has needs to feel what is balanced love. And when we all experience balanced love that has no relationship with what your house or your car or anything of that kind, balanced love that is shared across the globe, now all of our needs are met naturally because we are taking care of each other through choice. How do we start taking care of each other through choice? We choose that. We choose that as our new system, as our new gift to the world, a gift to our younger generation so they don't have to experience the suffering that we have had. It's complicated, right? Because it feels like a big world. It's all one consciousness. we can infect that one consciousness simply by choosing to think positively, okay? So just choose to think positively. Choose to start dreaming big for humanity. So now let's just say we have 1 billion people. Okay, let's just say we have 8 billion people on the planet who are thinking about the frustrations of everyday life. And now the frustrations of everyday life are a part of our conscious reality, because that is all we think about. That is all we choose to experience. That is every single day. And now we are sort of slaves to our own consciousness and experience of a reality. Now we alter our choices to think about these things. We change and we start thinking about things that are reflections of love, are reflections of, I don't know who that person is, but I'm just going to imagine that their heart is growing bigger, and then I'm channeling love from heaven to them. I'm sharing an angel of healing with every single person at the McDonald's Play Center and the children that are here too. I'm inspiring everybody to have higher vibrational thoughts that are here and to feel more abundance and more love in their life. I don't know who these people are, but this is the best that I know how to do, of giving a gift of love to others in order to help the one consciousness that exists here. Now, if that's the best you can do, guess what? You just gave a really big gift. That only took a little bit of time, and you shared it with a lot of people, and whether they felt it or not does not matter. It was a choice to infect their consciousness with love, as well as your consciousness to give love and experience love in that way. It's really special. So how do we start altering a consciousness across the globe? We start visualizing positive things taking place with all the human beings around us. So you take a walk outside, and every car that drives by, you imagine a good thing happening for that person that you don't even know. So you go to a grocery store, and in every person that you see, you make a point of saying thank you to them in your mind and in your heart for the gift that they share of their life experiences to the whole, to the one consciousness. So these are just small things that we can do, but you can see the high vibrational benefit of thinking in this way, instead of thinking about the challenges of everyday life, choosing to take some time at least to offer a gift of love to those around you, which is also sharing a gift of love to yourself. The more we think about love for others, the more the world changes and the more love we receive in return. So how do you scale a 3D reality and to move it into a 5D reality? We have to start visualizing, experiencing, and choosing love to be the total experience of the one consciousness. Maybe all individuals, but we are all in a oneness together, and we're all experiencing this together. So this is all I have to share about this for now. This is the best I can tell you about 3D glasses versus 2D television in an infinite universe. You got that? All right. So if you like what I have to share and you would like to experience any type of wisdom with me or spiritual healing individually, I do offer spiritual healing and psychic readings at my website. It's abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.